Hey guys, we are going to work on practice sheet 20. We're going to start number 1 together and not finish it. So everybody knows we draw our line, so we have two sides, and whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. One thing I want to get rid of is minus 10. Here's my x. I don't want anything next to the x. I have minus 10, so I will do plus 10 to both sides. Okay, so then we have 3x, and then this, remember these are integers here guys, left, right. Okay, difference, subtract. When you subtract those you get 21, and it will be negative because these are more to the left than to the right. Now, you are not going to flip the symbol, okay? Your job is to finish this up, but when you finish it up, the symbol will stay like this because we are not dividing by a negative. We're going to be dividing by 3, okay? So it turns into a triangle problem, but you're dividing by a positive. Now, based on your answer, you're going to solve number 2. This time, guys, be real careful because these answers are not in least to greatest order like usual. Okay. Number 3 says convert using dimensional analysis. So remember, start with what you are given. So 3,600 centimeters per minute is my starting point. I'm going to change centimeters to meters and minutes to hours, and it doesn't matter which I do first. Okay, so let's do centimeters to meters. So I'm going to look at my formula chart, which I can find in Google Classroom. Scroll down to get to the conversions. Centimeters to meters, right here, 100 centimeters is 1 meter. 100 centimeters is 1 meter. So when I go to look, remember this is how we do dimensional analysis. I put centimeters down, that's how I get rid of them. What do I want? I want meters. 1 meter was 100 centimeters. Okay, and every time I put the information, we do cross, cross. So now I have meters per minute, and I want meters per hour, so I'm halfway there. Let's do our hours. So I'm going to do another one. Minutes are down, so I don't want it, so I put minutes up. I do want hours. This works out perfect because hours are down. Okay. 1 hour is 60 minutes. Every time I put something here, remember we do cross, cross. So now I have meters per hour, and that's what I want. So as a reminder, we look for relationships. The one relationship I want you to see will be the zeros. So here I have 2 zeros. I have 2 zeros here, where I have 1 0 1 0. It doesn't matter, but I can cross off 2, 1 2, 1 2. Okay. Get rid of them so they're gone. And the good news is on bottom I only have 1, so I don't have to divide. So all I need to do is multiply 36 times 60. That is your job. Once you multiply 36 times 60, you have your answer. Okay? So put that right there. Okay, so number 4, we're going to do this whole problem together beginning to end because we're just starting percents. Okay? So we started this last week on Friday. If you did not watch the video, if you're virtual, make sure you do that. If you were in person, we did. We did everything except for the proportion, which we are doing on Monday. This says a dictionary regularly costs $35. The dictionary is on sale this week for, it should say 30% off. What is the sale price before tax is added? Okay, so that's an important word, 30% off. So we're not going to have to deal with tax on this, so that's good. So all we need to do is find our sale price. That's the part that we're going to pay at the end. So we do, the easiest way is to change the percent to a decimal and then multiply. So it's one dictionary. I change this to decimal 1, 2, 0.30 or 0.3. It doesn't matter. I'm going to probably use 0.3 just to make it easier. Multiply the cost of the dictionary times 0.3. 15, 9 plus 1, and then move that decimal 1 time. Now if you remember, one thing you need to make sure you do is every time you multiply, make sure you know what this represents. 0.3. Well, 0.3 represented 30%, which represents the off. Therefore, this is the off. What I want is the sale price. That's the part that I pay. So $35. I'm going to write it that way because I have a decimal here. Minus $10.50. Okay. So 0, 0. The 0 becomes a 10. 4. 10 minus 5. Decimal. 4. 3 minus 1, 2. So a couple things I look for is reasonableness. It was 35. I took off about $10, so my answer should be about $25. $24.50. That sounds like a good answer. Okay. Number 5 says, what is the circumference? Okay. Please, every time you see that word circumference, or if you see area, again, go back to your formula chart. Okay. Right here, we have two formulas. Okay, so I'm going to go back here, and I need to figure out what this is right here because there's two formulas. Well, remember if it goes all the way across, that's the diameter. It's halfway, it's radius. Remember we talked about diameter and radius. The bigger word is the bigger distance. The smaller word is the smaller distance. So radius, this is a smaller length because it's half of the diameter. Okay. So our formula is C equals 2 pi r. 2 pi r. Guys, write the formula. Write it down. And then if you forgot what pi is, it's right here. We use 3.14. It's not a variable, but we treat it like a variable. We use it every time we use circles. So I'm going to put 2 times 3.14 times 7. Now from this point, guys, it does not matter how you multiply. I'm going to multiply 2 times 7, which is 14, times 3.14. Okay? 3.14 times 14. Your job is to multiply that and to come back over here, put your answer here, and make sure my units are meters. So that's your job, is to multiply that.